Hello, fellow Digidestined Tamers and other life forms. Welcome back to Saiyan TCG. And today's video, hold on, let me just move the camera out because we have so much stuff in the background. We have the Gallantmon starter deck opening. So yeah, this is the first starter deck for Digimon I'm opening on the channel. I actually have all the other ones, but I didn't know if I was going to be doing this content, but yeah. So I have all the other ones, but this is the first one we're going to open up on the channel. And unlike the previous ones, you don't get a booster pack in this, but instead you get these memory boost cards, which are going to be pretty good. So yeah, you get one of each, because there's one for every color, minus white, because white doesn't have its own memory boost. But yeah, so let's get into it. A lot of people have been excited for this, me included, because we get some cards for Agumon deck, but also I do like Gallantmon and Guillemon. This is weird. I actually opened, because I bought two of these, because in order to get, since you only get one of, to get 4 of every one of the memory boosts, you need 4 at least, 4 copies. But then you also get 2 ofs in these decks, so getting 2 of them would give you a playset of all the cards for this deck. But usually these cards came at the back of this, so I guess there's like a discrepancy in packaging. So these were loose for some reason, but yeah, let's show them off. So, these are new. You usually would get the plastic ones, but now they're giving these or they gave you paper ones, like card ones, but now they're giving you plastic ones. I actually have some of these because I bought one online from when the game first came out. They had a War Greymon and a Metal Garurumon one, so I bought those. There's another one that I wanted that is like the Agumon Gabumon one, but those were like for a championship. But it's pretty nice. So these are like easier to get for everyone, and they're nice. They're not gonna get messed up like a card one. Me and some of the other people that I know that have the other one, the War Greymon and the Metal Garurumon ones, we usually sleeve these and then we use them. So if anything happens to them, it's going to be probably damage the sleeve. But these will be pretty fine. But yeah, pretty nice for everyone to have some of these. So now this is my second pair, which is pretty awesome. Oh, put those right there. I had to put the Guillemon by the Guillemon. But yeah, I hope you guys like my setup. I obviously do like Digimon. I remember getting like the Digimon World game for Christmas one time. But yeah, pretty awesome. So let's get to let's check out the boosts first. If you guys haven't seen them, I love the texturing on these cards. Like, for these starter decks, they started doing texture for cards, and it's awesome. Like, before, we had, like, foils if they were super rares, but now, like, there's textures on cards, and if you guys have been watching my videos for long, since the Dragon Ball stuff, you know I love me cards with texture, and we finally got texture cards. So, first one we have is Agumon, the red memory boost. As you can see, they got like this checkerboard on the bottom, and then you got like rays on the top. And that's, each one of those is a texture pattern, which is awesome. And the card reads, I think they all do the same for these, so they all reveal the top 4, add 1 Digimon based on what the color is. So it's red memory boost, you search for a red Digimon and put it to your hand. and then you put it in on your board, and then the next turn you can activate it and gain 2 memory. And yeah, all the memory boosts do the same thing, so it basically gave consistency to every color, because right now the only decks that had memory boosts, at least in the US, is blue and yellow and purple, because they were in a double diamond. But now every deck has a memory boost that also searches one of your pieces, which is nice. And I like that it has a Greymon in the back. I think it's actually a Geo Greymon, because that's supposed to be the Agumon from Digimon Savers or Data Squad. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Then we have Vmon, and it says Smash, and then you can actually see Vidramon in the background. And then there's even a Metal Greymon right there. It's pretty cool. And again, like I said, it searches top 4, adds 1 blue Digimon, puts it to your hand, and then has a delay effect where you can gain 2 memory boosts your next turn when you played it. Again, I think they all have the same thing, but like this one, like it goes around the punch, whereas like the Agumon one, it was like more an explosion from underneath him going up. Sorry about that. But yeah, they have the checkerboard pattern on the bottom, which is not bad. I like it. Next is another Greymon, but this one is Adventure Greymon, or Adventure Agumon with Greymon in the background. And this one searches top 4, adds 1 yellow, and then you can have a gain 2. Oh, and their security effects is if this is in your security, you activate it, so you don't actually get to search the Digimon. It only plays on the field, and then you'll have the 2 memory boosts. I kind of wish it would activate the search for a Digimon, but it doesn't. We got green with Wormmon and Stingmon, and then there's also what's his name? I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. But then there's also Kabuterimon back here. So that's pretty cool. You see the little pattern around his face. And then of course the diamonds on the bottom. I will say that these kind of stick, so if you get this, like, gently, like, pull them apart. Don't, like, try to rip them hard. And then you got a black memory tamer, or memory boost, in which you have, what's his name? I forgot what his name is. He's the gear one, and then, of course, you have Gardramon in the background. I think it starts with like an H or something. I can't remember what his name is. But yeah, nice. Search your top 4 for a black Digimon, and then you gain the 2 memory that you could use later. And the final one is Demi-Devimon with Devimon. So again, top 4, add 1 purple, and then you have the delay. Next turn you can get 2 energies, and then of course you have like the sparkles in the background. Alright, sorry about that. And now to the main deck part. So you have 4 Digimon. Your turn, once per turn, when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains 2000 DP for the turn, inheritable. So not bad. If you could guess, this deck is going to revolve around deleting your opponent's Digimon so that you could get the 2000 power off of it. So yeah. Those are the babies. Next, we have a reprint of Monodramon from set 1. He is a 2-cost play with 3000 DP. vanilla. This mainly just for like cheap plays and memory choking your opponent. So yeah, and this is actually an alternate art. So it had a different art in set 1. You actually see 2 Monodramon on this card. Pretty cool. Next we have hold on. The cards are sticking. Yeah, some of these cards stick, so as I said, be careful when you're opening this up. So next we have Agumon. This was the one I was mostly looking forward to because he gives you 2,000 power as an inheritable. Because we do have another Agumon that gives 2,000 power, but he was a promo and he's kind of expensive, kind of not, but like this gives you a cheaper way of still getting it. But it doesn't give you like 2,000 for everything, but I have heard that if you attack security and your opponent blocks, you still get the 2,000 power because you were attacking security first. So, and again, he has a 3, I skipped over it, but he has a 3 play cost and 2,000 DP. So, yeah, nice. Next, we have the main Digimon himself, which is Gallantmon. And as you can see, he has texture foiling for him, which is pretty awesome. So it's like foil around him, but like Gallantmon himself, I don't think he has foiling. So it like he kind of sticks out, except for like his biohazard sign. So he's a 3 play cost, 2,000 DP. He digivolves for 0. And then your turn, if your opponent has a level 6 or higher Digimon in play, this Digimon can digivolve into Gallantmon in your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. So he could actually warp Digivolve, which I think is awesome. I kind of wish they would do a card like that for Agumon. I mean, they did for Bond of Bravery, aka Bond of Courage. I don't like that they messed up that name. But yeah, I wish that we would have got that for Agumon to War Greymon. But I mean, it's pretty cool that we got one for Gallantmon. Then his inheritable skill is when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, trigger, draw 1. So it draws 1 every time you destroy one of your opponent's Digimon with an option. Or effect, I guess. Or anything. So that's pretty cool. So we got 2 of those. Next we have a new card that's exclusive to the starter deck. It's a Beelmon with blocker. She's a 4 cost to play, 3,000 DP. She evolves for 0. And yeah, and then she has an effect where she can't attack players, which kind of stinks that she can't attack. But yeah, it would have been nice if she was just a blocker, but what can you do? Next, going back to Gallantmon's line, you only get 2 of these, so that's why I said you should probably pick up 2. In which we have Growlmon, and he's actually fighting a black Growlmon in the fight. And I think you could even see Pulsemon in the background right there on the TV. That's crazy. So he's a 4 cost, 5,000 DP, Digivolves for 2 on a red, and then his inheritable is when your opponent's Digimon is deleted, gain 1 memory. So Gallantmon draws you a card, this gains you a memory, and then I think War Growlmon does another effect when you delete. So they all add up if you stack up the Gallantmon line. And yeah, they gave you him foil, which is pretty cool. And it's not only him, it's basically like the whole Gallantmon line is foiled in this deck, so that's pretty awesome. Next, as you can probably see, we have another card that's pretty awesome, is Geo Greymon. He is a 6 play cost, 5,000 DP, Digivolves for 2 on a red. But he has a security effect when at the end of battle, play this card without paying its memory cost. And then he has an on-play effect, which is delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. So if they hit this in security, you could delete one of their Digimon because it'll play itself. But it's also good just for all around just being able to play and pop something without having to use like a bigger cost of card. But it's pretty nice. And I like the art. Next, we have a reprint of Dark Tyrannomon from set 1. He's a 6 play cost, 6,000 DP, evolves for 1, vanilla, and it's mostly just for a cheap evolution to get you up to your Gallantmon if you're Digivolving. So, not bad. Next, we have Groundermon. He's a 5 cost, 6,000 DP, 2 to Digivolve, vanilla. Again, just as a cheaper Digivolution, since most level 5s cost 3, he costs 2, so it just gets you up to your level 6 faster. But you only get 2 of these, so if you want 4 of, then you could get 2, or you could just buy singles, because I don't think that one's that expensive. Next, we have another Digimon to play and pop, but he doesn't have a security effect. So it's a 7 play cost, 7,000 DP, 3 to Digivolve on top of a red. And he has a, so it's Rise Greymon. He has an on play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. So that's not bad. Next, we got the boy. And hold on, the cards are stuck again. It's mainly the ones that are texture, I think, that stick from these. So next, you get 4 Wargroundmons. I like the art. It screams like kaiju movies. Because he's like in the city on a rampage, kind of looking scary and ferocious. I think he's like crushing a car right there. It's pretty cool. See, he's 8 cost, 8,000 DP, Digivolves for 3 on a red. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3,000 DP or less, which is not bad. And then his inheritable trait is when an opponent's Digimon is deleted, this Digimon gains security attack plus 1. So that's pretty cool. And again, I like that they gave you foils of the main cards. I wish that the older decks would have had foils of the main Digimon. But sadly, they did not. And then going next to the very top of the Guilmon line, you have Gallantmon, which is an 11 cost to play, 11,000 DP, Digivolves for 3 over a level 5, that's red. He has security attack plus 1. When attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. If no Digimon were deleted by this effect, this Digimon gains 3,000 DP for the turn. So it's pretty nice. If you do get the delete, then the Wargroundmon will give you another security attack. So you're doing security attack plus 2 by itself. And then you also gain a memory from Groundmon, and then you draw a card from Guilmon. And then what did the... And then the Digimon actually gives you 2,000 DP anyways, too. So you would be a 13 security attack plus 2. And then you draw a card and gain a memory. Not bad. And then you can see Gundramon and Beelstarmon in the background. So that's pretty cool. I just like the card because you see like sun rays coming down on it, and then you got like the foiling on the shield. So it's pretty awesome. Then to finish the Agumon line, you have a brand new Shine Greymon, which is a 12 cost, 12,000 DP, Digivolves for 4 on a red. And he has security attack +1 and piercing, so not bad. I definitely like this card too. If you're playing it in a mainly in a mainly Agumon deck, you could play Nokia and then make it a Digivolve for 3. So that's pretty awesome. And then we have option cards as the final ones. So you have Lightning Joust, which is for 1 cost. One of your Digimon gains 2,000 DP for the turn. Then if the number of cards in your security stack is less than or equal to your opponent's, one of your Digimon gains security attack +1. So if you were coming in late game to finish it, and your opponent has more security than you, then you could give your Gallantmon another security attack +1, or give it to Shine Greymon or whatever. So pretty awesome. You actually get 2 of those, so if you have 2 of the decks, you get your play set of that. Then you have Atomic Blaster, play cost of 5. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose DP adds up to 8,000 or less and delete them. This is a card that I like because it helps Red, because Red doesn't have that many cards to deal with like decks that go wide, like Rookie Rush or anything like that. But now you can delete multiple rookies or like multiple little threats with this card, which is awesome. And I like the art with War Gramon doing Atomic Blaster there. You get 4 of these. And then probably the biggest reprint is Gaia Force, which was only available in the Red Agumon starter deck. That basically now, if you want to pick that up, at least before this set came out, that was probably like $40 to $50 just because the Gaia Force is in there. But now there's a reprint. It's an alternate art, which I think actually looks cooler than the previous one. I mean, the previous one has like the classic art of like Greymon charging up the Gaia Force, or the Terra Force in the English dub, and he's about to throw it. Whereas this one, he's like charging it up in his hand and like blasting it. But yeah, this is probably the best reprint that we got in this starter deck, which is awesome. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Personally, if you want to make a deck out of this, I definitely would say play all your Guillaumon line 4-ofs. I has started to get some of the older Guillaumon cards, so then that way you have more Guillaumons, you know. So I'm playing like the set 2 Guillaumon 2, and then I just ordered some more because I didn't have that many, but the Groundmon and then the War Groundmon from set 2 also. And then like the card that I think definitely would be good is Digidestined. He is a purple card, but he digivolves for red or purple, and his effect is you trash top 5 cards, which could be good or bad. But on deletion, if you have a Tamer in play You may play one level 6 Digimon with Gallantmon in its name from your hand without paying its memory cost. So you should Digivolve into this swing. If it dies by like anything, then you can play a Gallantmon for free. I mean, it's not as good as probably going into the Gallantmon itself with the line, because then you get all the other effects, but wouldn't be too bad like on a separate Digimon if you had it on the field. Then you could play him and if it dies, it dies. And then, yeah, basically I've just been playing the other cards in the line, adding some blockers, so like the Monochromon, since it's a cheap blocker. And obviously you don't have any memory tamers in here, so you'd probably have to play some memory tamers. But yeah, that's just general little things that you could add to the deck to make it better. I mean, obviously you also have the memory boosts that come in these, so you could add that and it would add consistency to getting some of your pieces to your deck that you might be missing from your hand, and giving you 2 memory. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe. I do appreciate it. And as always, this is Saiyan TCG. Till next time. See you.